So something I wanted to talk about, which is kind of related to what you were saying before about the environment and how things have changed. So if you can Google this, scientists close to proving Earth has entered a man-made, and I had to look this word up, Anthropocene era.
Yeah, is news to me as well. I saw that just the other day.
Yeah.
Don't even know how to spell that word, but I'm going to give it a go.
Google will sort you out. Don't worry, Liam.
Yeah, I think it's found it. It's top result, Daily Mail, if we
Was it
must.
Daily Mail? Don't know if it was. Yeah, but anyway.
Damn cookies.
I don't know which publication this was from because I've only taken the top off, but yeah. So basically, it means that word is basically a new era of, like, if you've had the industrial age or the ice age, we're into an age where now it can be defined by, we've changed it by us being here.
Yeah.
Like the Earth has changed because of us. So I think this was in Canada, was it? Is it in Canada? So I was thinking about you. If you went somewhere 5 years ago, 10 years ago, then you go back, like there might be a dam or a river might not be there anymore, or
Yeah, absolutely. So through what I do, I feel really quite connected to what is going on, like in the river and on the lakes and on the sea. I really do feel like I can spot changes, and there's I feel like this is a bit anecdotal, but I think it'd be backed up by what you're talking about here. Seems to be more sort of flash flooding type events that I'm noticing, and also more drier periods as well. So whereas previously we might have been able to get out on the water in the rivers so for a longer period of time throughout the year, then like the summer just seems to be very dry at the moment. And I know right now we've been getting like quite a bit of rain and storms and things, but it's still not really affecting it in the same way. This for me and the sort of the climate changing really got on my radar a few years ago when I was out in France, and I walked up to a glacier near where I was paddling, and I went to the same glacier when I first went out there in 2005. So this is, I think it would be about at least 12 years since. And the difference between, and I've literally got the same photo, the difference between where the glacier was back when I first went and where it is now is just stark to see, like how much less snow and less ice there is, like up in the mountains in certain locations is just unbelievable. And it's something that we need to be really mindful of as well.
yeah,
And something that I'm trying to be more mindful of as well with my impact and the work that I do, because I'm quite aware that I do drive a lot to get to places, and I'll often be working with people, and I'll invite them all to be there, and they'll usually come separately. So we might have 6 people arrive in 6 cars. So how do we manage that, and how do we think about the impact that we're having as well?
yeah, things like work, doing car sharing or cycling to work, stuff like that. It's all part of this, but it just seems like it almost feels like these last few years the walls are really starting to close in, and more we're hearing stories of this is happening. We're reaching a point of no return, and you just think, what can we do? What is actually, apart from us all doing our bit, what can actually anybody like seriously do?
Yeah, and I think like a friend of mine who Cal Major, who I think is really like in the know about all this sort of thing, would say the answer is just to do something. And
If everybody's doing something, then
and to even just do the tiniest something, and that will make a difference. But if we all do nothing, then
if we all thought, well, what's the point? I'm just me.